to another episode of the George Manz Coins YouTube channel videos. My name is Terry Massey. I'm here today with George Manz. First off, we'd like to thank everybody for their comments and all their feedback that we're getting on these videos. It's great to see, and it's great to make videos around the numismatic world about coins, militaria, paper money, collectibles in general. It's great to see. If you have questions, please do email them in or leave a comment at the end of this video. And if you have friends that are interested, please share the videos with them and tell them to hit that little red subscribe button so that you're kept up to date when the latest videos are being posted. We're trying to post them every Wednesday, and we'll try and keep with that regularity for everybody. Today I'm here with George, and we are going to be looking at peace treaty medals.
Yes, these were, they're called Indian treaty medals. These were treaties that were signed by the various First Nations of Canada and the Crown, represented by the, Queen Victoria. So basically between the Canadian government and First Nations of Western Canada. This is a Treaty 2 medal. These were given to the head chiefs of the different treaty signers, and they would get a large silver one. These are bronze. These are models. They are extremely rare and extremely can be extremely expensive. One that I know of that was bought a couple of years ago was $40,000 plus juice.
Yeah, and it'd be hard to know how many of these there actually are, because even we live in Treaty 4 territory, and if I think of how many bands would have had to have come together to sign Treaty 4, I couldn't even give you a rough guesstimate about what that number would be. So the medals would they make the medals unique to each treaty signing?
No, they would make them all the same. The only difference is they have a different date.
Okay.
And treaty number.
Okay.
So 1871
so they are
is
unique
Treaty
to
1.
each treaty.
Yeah,
then.
1874 is Treaty 4.
And then what's the significance of the medal? Is this another version of the medal right behind it here?
This is a completely different thing, but in 1901, Queen Victoria died, and her son Edward VII became King of England, and he decided that his eldest son, Prince George, who later became George V, decided to go on a trip around the world, and one of the places he came to was Canada, and he went to Calgary, at a place 2 miles out of Calgary, which was a place where First Nations people gathered, and they met the prince there, and had a big powwow, and he gave out medals to the leading chiefs, and they're quite collectible. They didn't make very many of them, and they're very beautiful.
Yes, just even the detail with the monument, like I guess, what would you call that to mount it?
The hanger.
The hanger, yeah, the hanger, and then the ribbing with it too is beautiful. And then the details, as we'll show the details, they're quite significant in there to bring them out, and even with the age of them. How old is this one?
This was from 1901.
Yeah, so it's 116 years old, and it just pops still. I'm afraid to kind of even breathe on them too. So
I've also got some postcards which I can show later on.
Yeah, we'll add that in too. Yeah, no, these are both great, and it's with the spirit of reconciliation, it's great to see this past history of how the interactions between Indigenous and white culture, and these, I never even knew that these existed when it came to the treaty medals, and were even honored. I'm sure that even some historians were baffled about their existence as well. Thanks for joining me today, George.
Thank you.